A happy Saturday afternoon, everybody. It's November 25th. It's just shy of 2 p.m. It's 33 degrees, and I am looking to catch a cold. I said it before anybody else did. I forgot my chook in the tractor. Okay, this is not made a normal habit. Doesn't matter. Needed to be done. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back to a muddy disaster. Now, you're not going to get the full picture of how bad things are here where we're standing. We're obviously, you can obviously tell flow. The cattle are normally up there. That's where all the feeding takes place. You can probably see a round bale ring over there. Silage wagon, and I just fed a bale of sorghum, and we're gonna go take a look at that, and I'll tell you why I just fed it just now instead of this morning. So we're back to a muddy mess. Something had to be done. These girls and a few of these young boys needed some serenity, a little dryness, or I was gonna be up to my armpits in sickness. Continued wet weather, snows, melting snow, and just standing and sitting and laying in mud, water, and cow shit. Just it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna last long there, folks. So what's your deal? That's what I thought. So I took a bale of this beautiful oat straw. I actually made this last year. This come off of a piece of property. A guy did not want the straw that came off of his oat crop, and I actually ended up taking 80 some odd bales off of it. Actually, I think 80 to be exact. Had some left over. Thank God, leftovers are a godsend sometimes, and the cows are just loving it. I barely was able to spread this out without the cows messing it up for me. They came down here like a group of kids. They know what's coming. You can obviously see they're already bedding down. They will spread this out themselves. In fact, they already started there. This comes off if you do it correctly. And trust me, I've messed so many of these bales up. If you do it correctly, you can very properly unwind a bale of straw. You have to find your own way. It took me messing up a lot of bales to find my way. You need to find the unwrapping point, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? And I always unwrap it backing up. Otherwise you're driving over your product, which normally wouldn't be too bad, but it's so muddy in here, just defeating the purpose. So it worked out pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you, it took me a good 10 minutes. It takes a small amount of patience to do it correctly and have it unwind just the same way the round bale was baled. But worked out good. They're loving it. They're happy. Just a bunch of kids again. They needed it. They deserve it. Go ahead and get a drink because it ain't gonna last long there, son. Yeah, very happy. Now, I'm gonna show you something. And this is a shame. Sorry about that wind picking up, folks. That I cannot control. Yep, get a drink. Come Wednesday, you're done. I'm going to explain that as well. This is where the cows were kept and fed for almost 2 weeks. Remember, we're on the bottom side of this hill. This is beautiful, dry ground yet. But if it was to get worse here, which it's not, We're gonna get our freeze up again. If it was to get worse here, I'd open this back up so they could have their serenity here. I'm not prepared to do that. Not yet. It's got to get a lot worse for that to happen. This is grazing, pasture grazing ground, and you can see what I did to it. It's a shame, but you got to do what you got to do. Cows come first. So that's a beautiful sight right there. I'm seeing we're gonna call it the definition of health. All this rain and sleet and water and stuff, you're just looking at sickness after sickness, which there's some coughing going on, but believe it or not, we just eliminated a pile of it with just something dry to lay on. Okay, they had an exceptional amount of feed left over this morning, and it was because of my feeding cycle yesterday. I wasn't on cue. Also, we had a large group of these cattle rounded up in the corral and locked in there for hours yesterday for vaccination. We ended up getting 20 of them, 20 of the cows yesterday. It was a little tricky, but we got 20, and we are now to the point, and I should do a video on this tomorrow because there will be no vaccinations done today, tomorrow, or Tuesday. I'm going to explain it to you. We're now down to where we have this little system where anything vaccinated, mothering cows are, bred heifers, they get ran through the chute and put in to the other lot, while all the calves stay here or in the corral, because all calves are being weaned off of their mothers Wednesday. Done, period, end of story. Wednesday is going to be a day from Hades. We've got so many to shove through the chute that have been vaccinated. It's a matter of keeping up with the paperwork and numbers, and it's gonna take time. What the hell is what's time? Time is worth nothing. I can promise you that right now. So Wednesday, everything weaned off, complete. A lot of feed left over because of all those reasons, like I said. So I did not feed sorghum baleage this morning in an effort to have them clean up a little bit of a round bale of hay that was left over. I fed a fresh bale this morning, and then of course hitting the corn silage. For the first time this year, there was actually corn silage in the feeder wagon that I needed to shove out of there, which is complete junk. Don't think that they're gonna pick at it again. They're not. These may be cows, they may be animals, but I can promise you they are picky. And they're picky because they're spoiled, I'll admit it, you bunch of greedy pigs. But yeah, it's an amazing animal. Eat up, girls, eat up. All you want. All you want. I had to laugh a little bit. Actually, I should say smile. I brought that sorghum out here and they were just running me down. When I finally got it caged up, a lot of them left the corn silage to come and get it. That makes me feel real good. Corn silage is better than this sorghum, but it makes me feel real good because of how much of this I have. So, anyway. All right, folks, like I said, a happy Sunday afternoon to you. Hope all is well. Stay tuned for a video pretty much right after this one. I need to stockpile some more hay out of my stockpile. I got one bale left. So we're gonna do a video and a shout out, a great shout out, folks. I feel I hit the jackpot again. I love it. I love this game. We're gonna do a video and a shout out down at the Bale yard, and I'm gonna show you what we got. I'm gonna show you our we'll call it supply, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of my science behind the bale count that we have. If it wasn't for baleage, this would be a disaster. But because of baleage, we are fine with dry hay for this year. Not by much, but we're okay. So, all right, the old shaven noggin is getting kind of cold here, folks, and I don't care to get sick. It's time for me to get out of here. These girls are good for the night. I do not need to come out here again. And you can call me weird if you want to, but this makes me happy. I think this makes me more comfortable than it does them. All right, stay tuned for a video right after this, folks. We're going to talk to you sooner than later.